Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing good during all this craziness. I'm just going to post a quick lesson on acids and bases, properties of molecular and ionic compounds. For those of you who are saying you still want to write your diploma, this is what you need to know. So basically, starting page 14 in your book, acid-base chemistry, acids, neutral ionic, neutral molecular, bases. Okay, so now what is an acid? Like, you can use anything, like lemon juice is an acid. Basically, they taste sour. So you guys should remember from like Science 10 that acids are basically when you have like that pH scale of 1 to 14. This is acid, this is base, 7 is neutral, and you should probably remember that from Science 10. And like from Science 10, you should remember that acids taste sour and they conduct electricity. Okay, so basically anything from 1 to 7 is an acid, and anything from 7 to 14 is a base. Anything that's neutral is pH 7. Okay, so you should also remember that acids turn litmus paper red. Okay, so that is the acid. This is so weird doing it like this. Okay, now base, right? Okay, pH 7 to 14 turns litmus blue. Well, turns red litmus blue. Okay, an example is like soap, right? And basically, bases neutralize acids, and I think that's pretty much good. Oh, they can conduct electricity. One thing about acids I forgot. Acids produce bubbles when they react with metal. Okay, so there you go. That's a property of acids. Only acids produce bubbles when they react with metals. Can you read that? There you go. And so there you go. That's all you need to know, really, about a base. Okay, and if you can conduct electricity, that just means you're an electrolyte. That's what that means. Oh, bases taste bitter. Acids taste sour, bases taste bitter, and there you go. Okay, now, the next thing you guys got to know is the difference between neutral ionic and neutral molecular. Okay, so like here's your periodic table. So from Science 10, there's like this staircase line here. See that? So everything on that side is a metal. So like, for example, here is silver. Silver is definitely a metal because it shines, right? Metals are shiny. So is copper. So is gold. These guys are all metals. And these guys here are non-metals because for sure oxygen is not a metal. Like, you breathe it in. So that's like definitely not a metal. So anyways, what you guys are going to do is, like, an ionic compound from Science 10 is when a metal, which is on this side of the periodic table, binds to a non-metal, which is on that side of the periodic table. So for example, watch, okay? If I give you AgCl, that's definitely ionic because Ag is a metal on the periodic table and Cl is a non-metal. Now, one thing you guys got to know about this is that these guys are neutral pH. So they have a pH of 7. So we're talking about ionic compounds. So wait a second, can you see this? So they are neutral, okay? So that means pH 7. Remember, acids are like pH from 1 to 7. Bases are pH from 7 to 14. And ionic is pH 7. Okay, so they're neutral. They are electrolytes, meaning they can conduct electricity. And what else else do you need to know? Their taste varies. Like for example, NaCl, that's ionic, and that's like salt, right? They do not react with metals. Only acids react with metals. They produce bubbles. Okay, for litmus paper, there's no effect on litmus. Okay, what does that mean if there's no effect on litmus? It means red litmus stays red. Blue litmus stays blue. Like nothing happens to the litmus paper. Okay, so that is ionic. Okay, now the last is molecular. So a molecular compound basically is a non-metal with another non-metal. So you got to look at your periodic table. So for example, CO2 is a non-metal with another non-metal, so those are molecular. These guys are also neutral, which means they have a pH of 7, which also means these guys have no effect on litmus paper. So that means like red stays red, blue stays blue, there's no effect. And these guys cannot conduct electricity. And there you guys go. That is for page 14. And that's it then. Right, so you guys should fill this out. All right, for this week. Hope you guys are doing well in all this madness. The next lesson will be on the acids and bases in Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry, which I've already had a few of you guys ask me about. I'm going to go over that in the next lesson. You guys take care and email me if you have any questions. I hope that helps. Okay, bye.